So this is your grandfather or your great-grandfather?
It's my great-great-grandfather, Pierre Gentieu. He came to America in 1860 at the age of 18. And he first lived in Brooklyn, and it got cold, so he went down to Louisiana. And he always wanted to be in the Army, so he joined up with a Connecticut militia, or no, I'm sorry, oh, can you cut that?
No, that's okay. What is Connecticut what?
He signed up with the Louisiana militia.
Oh, Louisiana, okay.
Mm-hmm. And then in 1861 when they were...
So did he take this photograph?
No, he didn't. He's right there.
Oh, he's right there?
Yes.
Oh, okay, in front. Oh, I see. Oh, good.
Yeah, it's pretty rare to have a picture of your great-great-grandfather in his Civil War tent. Mm-hmm. But it was...
So he's inside the tent, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
That's inside the tent? Okay. Oh boy, look at that. And then, what is this we have here?
This is a painting of, well, this is the same encampment, and this is a painting of the entire regiment. He was in the Connecticut, 13th Connecticut Company B, and this is called B Street right here, so there are 100...
Oh, so those tents, so the tents we have over here.
So that's B Street.
Okay, that's B Street.
And regiments have about, I think 10 companies, so there are about 1,000 soldiers altogether, so this would be their whole thing.
And each is one of those is probably a street down here, right? And
then,
where's your great-grandfather?
I don't know. He was painting the pictures.
He was painting this picture,
Yes,
right,
yes.
good. And what was it done on? What did he paint? What medium?
It was a watercolor.
I mean, on wood or?
He did it on board, on paper.
On paper?
Cardboard.
Oh, wow, that's held up really good. Is that a...
Oh, no, I made this
Oh, okay,
copy.
so it's a copy of it.
Yes.
No wonder it's so good. Okay, so, and this is the same thing. What's the...
Yes.
Thibodeau?
This is Thibodeau.
Thibodeau?
And this is a drawing that was turned into a lithograph, and after the war he sold it. A lithographer made the additions, and it was sold to all sorts of civil war
Nice, like
veterans.
there's, it's like picnics. There's girls and everything. They're having the picnics and the horses are running around. So, in this, where was this? This was in Louisiana?
Yes, Thibodeau.
Okay, good. Oh. So your grandfather was an artist, and what media did he work in?
Well, he sketched, and he started out as a bookbinder when he was just very young in France, and he had art training, and then he came here. And, he did artwork in the Civil War, and then he had bakeries and a restaurant in New York, but he moved to Wilmington, Delaware to work for the DuPont company.
What do you have here? This all these guys here.
Well, these photos are all of the DuPont powder works. They made gunpowder.
Oh, so this is where he worked, huh?
Yes.
Oh, my
And he
goodness.
did his photography sort of on his own. They just let him do it.
Look at the clothes there of those girls. They wouldn't make it in Vogue. Horse and carriage. Everything's done by hand or by horses.
And they had to be very careful taking the gunpowder around. And they had to wear special shoes, and any spark would set it off. It's very dangerous.
Ooh.
And when he started out at the DuPont Powder Works, he was a laborer, or just a manual worker. And he did this sketch of the lower yards, and it caught the attention of the DuPonts, and they gave him a promotion to work in the office. So his artwork saved our family name, I think. Carried on our family.
Good, good. Yeah.
And he took all these...
Well, this is kind of cool. What is this, the backyard?
This is where the workers lived.
Oh, this is where the workers live. Huh?
Yeah, the DuPonts had houses for the families and then rooms maybe in a
Was this
building
the
like
only gunfire? What year was this?
This was in the 1880s.
Oh,
90s.
1880s? Okay, so
DuPont came in 1802.
we weren't really were we fighting any wars at the time?
No, but that's what they did. They came in 1802 and they made gunpowder and they were still making, for explosives. And
Oh, that for explosives, right. Okay. Yeah. So this is a few of his buddies, it looks like.
Well, no, these are 4 powdermen. This was the foreman and then the 3 workers. And I'm sure they're buddies, yes.
Wow. And what do we have here?
Well, that's Green, who is the foreman, this man right here, with his family.
Which one?
Green, right here.
Okay. Got a
So he had a
handlebar
shop.
mustache, right?
So they were probably dressed up
There
on
he is,
Sunday to
yeah.
go to church.
Yep. And then another family over
Yes, the
here.
Gano families. Now, you have to admit they are pretty fashionable, right?
Let me get some really good look in there. Oh my God. They probably are. I guess they are, aren't they?
Well,
For the time. Look at that gown on those girls. Woo. And I like this one. This is interesting. Whatever effect or whatever lens or however this was done, I like it a lot.
well, all these were printed from his glass plate negatives, and this one, I photographed the glass plate negative at an angle to get that effect.
Oh, well, good. So you and your grandfather, great-grandfather were able to,
Collaborate.
yeah, like Natalie Cole. Good.
Yes.
So this is Audrey.
Yes, my mother.
Oh, so Audrey's your mother, huh? Oh,
And
good.
she was an artist all of her life. As a very little girl, she made amazing paintings. And her teacher was Karl Kappes, who was this well-known German painter, teacher of a few Toledo artists. And he was born in 1861, which I thought was pretty amazing. Because
Wow.
my mother was born in, 60 years later, that she had this very old man as a teacher.
Yeah, well, that was wonderful. That he passed that down. She would like the eyes a lot. She got a lot of the eyes. She really got the eyes good.
Yeah, she could really capture a likeness.
What is your favorite work of hers that you like?
Well, I really love this one, the Humphrey Bogart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice eyes too. Good wrinkles.
And the women are very, I think she really loved the women.
Yep. Yep. She did a good job. I hope these women would be able to see this. That would be real nice. But he didn't. Right.
Well, she did these in the last 20 years of her life. In the 1960s, she did a lot. In the 40s, 50s, 60s, she did a lot of commissions in Toledo, portraits. So there are probably a lot of my mother's portraits around in houses.
Oh, good.
And then she left, she went to Albuquerque and she just sowed her oats. She went to Hawaii, she went to...
How old was she when she did this?
She was 50 when she left. Oh, when she did these?
No, when she left.
She was 50.
She was 50?
Yeah.
Oh, and single?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
So, and she sort of stopped with the art, but she came back to Toledo in 1990 and she embarked on this series. And she's
Beautiful.
done about 70 or 80 of them.
Okay, and who's Anna?
Anna's my daughter,
Okay. How do you pronounce her name?
Friemoth.
Friemoth? Well, I like her stuff a
Oh,
lot.
thank you.
Beautiful.
This
I
is,
like her series, right.
This is from the Ten Commandments series, and she got a lot of attention for that. Very kind of famous for that.
Who's the picture of upside down?
It's my mother's aunt, Audrey, who is my mother's namesake and actually my namesake too. So my first name is Audrey.
Oh, okay.
And so it's Do Not Steal. So I think it's very funny because she has that painting and
Is this part of the series?
No, this is a different series she's working on. This is a new piece.
I love it.
Thank you.
So is this her also?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
so are these self-portraits? Okay.
These are, but these are not.
Okay. I see they have the name on that.
This is her good friend Kaya, who she's known all of her life, and she's just a great model for her.
Oh, yes.
And Anna loves clothes. She's a great stylist. And she has a quirky way of putting things together.
Kind of doing what you're doing. I do a lot of side shots, and it is amazing what you get if you do a different view. And so this is 2 girls or something?
Yes, well, this was, I think of this as a triptych, but it's not necessarily, but it's from a series she did called Trouble at Home. And I don't know what that means. But and
Fabulous.
Kaya and
Fabulous. Where does she live?
She lives in Brooklyn.
Oh, no wonder, huh? I have friends that live there, and they certainly do have this kind of Varga look to it. I like it.
And this is Kaya. And Tom and I love this in particular.
Well, I like the color of it, right? The color of it, you have to look for the innuendo because of the color is so fabulous. So you have to look for the subtext and see, well, what's below the color?
And it's a really good colorist. It's sort of on the brink, you know. Kaya just reflects her personality.
Kaya.
And then these blue pictures up here, Anna did those when she had this very early morning job in Baltimore as a barista. And she had to get up at 4 in the morning, so it's like her insomnia series. Apparitions that she would see in the middle of the night in the corner of her room. I think Anna's photo teacher gave her that dress. She didn't waste any time using it. And then these are more of the Ten Commandments series.
This is keep the Sabbath day holy. All right, this is pretty fabulous here.
Oh, this one?
Yes.
She was doing some pictures, like imagining what's she going to be like when she's older, right? So this is Anna as a photographer, but everything is a little kind of skewed.
Well, good.
And that's my first camera right there. It's got a red filter on it, so I always shot it through it. And this is a Bunny Yeager book. She was one of the first women to do self-portraits.
Right. Well, that's in fact, it was Bunny Yeager I was thinking about, and I do have some Bunny Yeager at home. And yeah, so that's when I saw back in there, and I said, well, but I couldn't think of who it was.
Oh, funny.
Great, right. This is another one.
Yeah, Anna made that balloon. She had to have just the right font type on it.
Yep. And what is this last one?
You shall not kill.
You shall not kill. Right. Ooh. So what do we have coming up over here? We have your work?
Well, this is my work, but this is Anna's right here.
Okay, that's Anna's also?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
And that's Ian Dawson. He's a very interesting model.
What one in the water?
Mm-hmm. And that's out in the Walmy River. And she was redoing pictures that I had done a long time ago, or getting inspired by those.
Mm-hmm.
I did a picture where I was at the sort of a shore, lying down on the shore of the ocean, and Anna took him out and asked him to lie down in the Walmy River, and I thought, wow, she came back with that picture. I thought that was very ballsy of Anna.
Nice. Who's the fellow on the top?
That's John Potts. He was my painting teacher and the teacher of a lot of my contemporaries, and taught at the museum in the 60s, 70s, and some of the 80s.
Good. Let me get this here. John Potts. So here we go into Penny's work, true? Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is called
Lotus Pots.
Lotus Pots.
Put it next to the box one because I felt like it showed a little influence of Pat. These pictures, I'll tell you about these pictures, and then you can see what's in there. A little portion of one of these pictures.
Okay, which one?
Well, this is a whole series here. I've got many of these pictures.
Oh, okay, good.
But these are these old found pictures that we made this. We just had to make a project of, because they were so compelling. Mm-hmm. They were old slides from the 50s, and they were put out on the street.
So are you doing this digitally now?
Well, these two are digital prints, but this is a C-print.
Wow. That was probably hard to do and took hours and hours to do, I would think.
What? No, these are...
This one? Not
these
that one?
They're straight slides. They're straight from the slide. It's what happened to the slide. It's the damage that happened to the emulsion. I think they were probably in a flood or fire and just sat in somebody's basement for 30 years.
Oh, wow. I like that. This looks almost like a continuation of a bridge over there.
Yeah. It's an exploding head. It's very interesting what happened to these because they follow the emulsion. Emulsion follows the image in what is photographed. So we just thought they were amazing. So we did this show with them, and then an American photographer wrote about them. And this was in the 80s. And a few years later, I found out that my...
Go on. I'm doing fine. We're doing fine here.
Okay.
So you've in the 80s you did what with this?
Yes, this was a big project of ours in the 80s, and they were written up in American Photographer. And a few years later, after Anna was born, after we moved to Brooklyn, I got a letter in the mail from a distant relative named Gentieu, and I didn't know who he was.
Oh.
But he said, I saw these pictures in the magazine, and I looked you up, and you must be related to Pierre Gentieu. He was my grandfather, and did you know he was a photographer? And I had no idea.
Oh, wow.
So it's really a revelation.
I'm interested in how this was done.
Well, that's a squirrel in the backyard and a swimming pool. That's a collage done in Photoshop.
Wow, that's nice. Yeah, nice, beautiful. Good job. Good hands. Good hand-eye. And what do we have here?
Oh, this is my sort of surreal animal series. That's I don't know. It's a yellow bird, a special yellow bird.
Okay, good. And what media is this? It's
photo.
Oh, okay. It's photo.
Hello. Are you the artist? Yes. Well, keep receiving. Exciting. Interesting. Did you have some of your photographs in the next to rifles? The little patisserie?
No, but I think that might be.
Okay, I was just curious because I know.
Yeah, she's good.
Good luck with your step-ons.
Thank you. So this was a Jeep building, administration building. That was imploded in 1979. Of course, everyone in Toledo was all sad that all this stuff was happening to our beautiful buildings in downtown. Things were happening to downtown. And so,
How did you do this? Did you have a rapid fire lens, or did you just shoot by
no, I just got
just
about that many shots
that
off.
many shots off? Okay,
It
good.
was about 20 seconds. I
Oh,
think.
good. Yeah, real nice. And so, what is this? This is so beautiful.
Well, that's the bridge at Orthez in the Lower Pyrenees in France, and that was our ancestral town where Pierre, my great-great-grandfather, moved from. So we visited there, and it's just an old town, and there's a castle when you go up this road here. For Henry VIII had the castle now.
Wow. So, what do we have? This one, I like this one here. I think I recognize some of these people.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the madmen of the ad club.
Yep, that's what it was.
It was too. Smoking
Yeah.
cigarettes and drinking martinis.
Huh? And they had that slogan, I'd rather be blank in Toledo, remember that?
Yep.
Gotta bring that one back,
Yeah, right. Okay, regatta on the sound. Good. And this is kind of cool.
Well, this is my husband Tom, and this is when I first met him.
Is this before the building went up? Just before the building went up?
Yes. I wanted to photograph him in the building as if he were the evil spirit blowing the building up, right?
Oh, okay,
And his
good.
black leather. And,
Yeah, he looks pretty cool.
He was a drummer, and so he was very pumped back then. And so we did a bunch of pictures, and that was our first date.
Oh, wow. Yeah, his eyes are coming through real good. Those glasses real good. Really good. Okay, well, I like this.
Now, I put this in the show because his influence of my mother. This is an infrared photo of a lily shot backlit plexi, which I was experimenting with, and then later arranged in a photogram in the darkroom when I printed the negative on the paper. And when my mother saw it, she said, "You should photograph babies like that." And I thought,
Babies?
oh, that is so weird that I had to try it. So, thanks, Mom.
Nice.
I knew it was too weird to do an infrared. so I
And what
shot
is
color.
this?
And my mother's portrait of Ulysses Grant.
Oh, wow. Great. So how long, Penny, how long is the show going on here?
Till July 11th.
And so this is the premiere tonight? Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Very
We'll put
exciting.
this on YouTube and hoping it's a nice show. Thanks.